I've literally been looking at stock prices for 3 whole hours. I may even edit this out because it's pretty embarrassing. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. It is Thursday, May 6th. I want to take you guys on a quick little work vlog of the day, a little day in the life, because I just feel motivated today. It's been a really good productive work week, which is fantastic because next week is my last week before I go to Africa for 5 weeks. So I've been focused on getting as much done as I possibly can on my audit. So if you're new here, my name's Heaven. I'm a CPA, certified public accountant. I'm also a state auditor. And right now I am in charging my first audit, lead auditor, senior auditor, whatever you guys call it at your places. And it's going okay. It's just, I feel like extra stressful for me. One, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having to learn for myself. But two, because of my Africa trip, because I want like the majority of the audit done so no one has to come in and try and figure out where I left off or what I didn't finish, you know, what's going on in my audit, because I'm not gonna have like internet. I'm not gonna be able to be reached. So I'm gonna need to leave good notes. So it's been a little more stressful than I feel like it should be, but it'll be fine. Work is work. It's almost 7:30. I'm getting a little bit of a late start today, but I've worked overtime every single day this week, so I only have 10 hours left to get for the week. So if I work 10 hours today, I don't have to work tomorrow, which is so nice. If I work 8 hours and I only have to work 2 hours, you guys know how to add up to 10. That's pretty exciting because working from home, I can never get myself to work over 7.5 hours. But because I have a million things to do and I have stayed super busy, it really has not felt like long days. Like, I've worked really hard this week and we've made a lot of progress and I'm just in a good place, and I'm very thankful that the Lord has given me the determination, the motivation, and the drive to keep going in this audit, because I am wearing down quickly. It has literally been full steam ahead.
4 months.
Literally months. And I am exhausted. I am so excited to go on my trip. I feel like I need that break from life, from work, from everything, and I'm really excited. I've got some aqua to hydrate and some coffee to wake up. And I ran out of my breakfast bars, so I'm gonna have to eat something here in a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Probably some oatmeal. So next week, my last week of work, my manager's having me come in on Wednesday, I think. We're gonna put our heads together at the office and figure out where the audit's at, and if he's gonna need to bring in somebody, and if it's gonna need to be an in-charge, or if it can just be a staff auditor, just depending on whatever work is left. This week, I haven't done any reviewing or really any in-charge work. I've been solely focused on getting my section done, because I also have 2 audit sections I'm doing. So I'm doing investments and endowments. The investments, there's a test work in there that is literally taking a million years to finish.
Stressing me out.
I literally have 2 of my auditors working on it with me. There's 3 of us working on this test work. It's ridiculous. But anyways, my audit team is down in Chattanooga. They're with the client. And I didn't travel down there because I'm trying to quarantine the best that I can before my trip. And yes, I am wearing a couple mighty patches because I have these giant zits on my face from wearing a mask. Oh, maskne, a word we'd never heard of a year and a half ago. It's been really hard getting anything done as an in-charge, and it may be like I have 3 auditors, which, I mean, there's a whole lot larger audit teams out there, but a lot of our spring audits there's only 3 people, and I have 4, which I'm thankful for the help, but that's 4 people to monitor, 4 people to look at their timesheets, 4 people to answer all their questions. But like, I'll have a goal for the day where I'm gonna get this test work done, or I'm gonna start this test work, and then I don't even get to look at the test work all day because I got pulled in 15 different directions answering a bunch of questions. There's a lot of times I'll be focused and actually getting some work done, but then another audit wants to know how my audit's handling something, and then we get tied up in that for a little bit. And then there's a lot of admin things that I have to do, and just like the overview of the audit, like random issues that we have to look at, and a lot of the test work that's not like part of an audit section, that's just like general, that I have to do all of those. It's just been like all over the place. I think a pro of in charging, and I feel like this is what most people enjoy about it, is how busy you are all the time. Like, you're literally having a million things to do at all times, and that's great. I do enjoy that because being bored sucks. Like, time goes so slow, it's just awful. But this level of busyness for this audit, and it's probably because of my Africa trip, because I have literally been just busting my tail for weeks, and I just need a break. I'm exhausted. I just want to run away from work for a long time. It's burnout is what I'm describing. I'm really pumped for my trip for that. I feel like I'm having an abnormal in-charge experience. Oh my gosh, they have sushi in the cafeteria of my client today. Are you kidding me?
I'm missing out on sushi.
All right, so I'm gonna go through my investment section. That's the goal. We'll see if I actually get to get some stuff done before I get pulled in another direction. Check in with you guys a little later. So this test work that's taking extra long in the investment section is the fair value test work. Basically, I took every single one of my clients' investments and wrote down the fair value from the investment statements that they had. So I have a whole list of fair value, and then I linked it to the note, the investments note, and to the financial statements to make sure that what they have booked for investments is accurate. And it all matched to the penny. It literally was perfect, which is great. I was not expecting that. So now we're pulling a random sample and we're testing the sample of investments, making sure that the fair value on the investment statement is what it actually should be according to like Morningstar, Bloomberg, or whatever online. My sampling form literally spit out over 60 per year. So that's why it's gonna take a long time, because my sample is
Huge.
in my personal 3 years of experience, opinion.
This is a waste of time.
But those that work here a whole lot longer than I have are saying it's very important that I test all of these. But yeah, it all pays the same. No need to complain about it. So because my coworker is down at the client in Chattanooga, he's there with the investment statement. So he's having to key in the share price, name the investment, the CUSIP number, the number of shares they have, the book value, the difference from year to year. So he's keying all that in for my sample. And then I'm gonna recalculate it and then check the price online to verify it. And all of this was literally documented by third parties, financial institutions that have way more expertise on what the fair value should be. Anyways, it's fine. It all pays the same. So today's test work is literally looking at stock prices for the end of the fiscal year. So I'm literally on Yahoo Finance. And I will literally be here all day since I have over 60 items to check per year. So I said I was gonna make breakfast announcement in 3 hours, and I am starving, Marvin. So I'm gonna fry an egg real quick. I've literally been looking at stock prices for
3 whole hours.
I made it through all of them, all 120 something of my sample. Ridiculous. Oh gosh, you guys, we have a problem. My eggs expired 3 weeks ago. We're gonna do the old egg test. You fill up a bowl with water. Actually, you know, for the aesthetic for YouTube, let's use a glass so we can all look at it together. I'm laughing because if this cracks, it's gonna be really embarrassing. But if the egg sinks, it's good. If it tries to float, it has too much gas in it. Look at that. One good egg. Wow, that's like a science experiment. This butter is expired too, but we're gonna ignore that. There ain't no test for that, you just gotta sniff it. I'm just gonna make 2 eggs, so we'll test this little sucker. Ooh, he tried to float a little bit. Okay, well, the eggs are good. The sell-by date was April 12th, and it is May 6th. It's fine, you guys, it's fine. Egg. Let's see if this yogurt's still good. Y'all, April 18th. What is wrong with me? It's good. Everything I have is expired. Ooh, I'm gonna put it in a little bowl just because it looks prettier. A little scrambled egg action. We're gonna add some granola and chia seeds to the yolk. Chia seeds are a good source of iron, calcium, and they're high in fiber. So if you need that, try some chia seeds. If you're like me and you don't need any fiber, eat them when you're at home. I like to add them on my food when I'm on my lovely womanly cycle to get some iron back in my bloodstream. I love adding granola to yogurt. I know it's like super basic and hipster to do, but it adds a crunch so it's not just like creamy, you know what I mean? Yum yum and my tum tum. Alright guys, it's almost noon and I just finished up this test work. We have 2019 with like 65 sample items, and then we have 2020 with another like 65. So I finished 2020 first, and there were like tiny variances, like 50 cents here, 30 cents here. So all good to go. We don't care about the pennies. We finished up 2019, and every single one of them has a difference, like thousands of dollars, every single one of them. So my first thought was either I keyed in the wrong stock price year, like I accidentally looked at 2018 instead of 2019 or something, I don't know. Or he keyed in the wrong line item because the statements are kind of confusing. So I had him send me some photos of a couple of statements so I could make sure he was keying them in right, and he did. And then I double checked like literally 20 of the stock prices and they're also accurate. So I have no idea, you guys. I'm bewildered. We did it the same exact way that we did 2020. So I know you guys probably don't care about a play-by-play on this investment test work. It's just humorous because every single investment has a variance. And we're talking like the smallest is like $7, which is still tiny, but the largest on 2020s was like maybe 50 cents or 30 cents. I don't have time for this, y'all. I don't have time for this. I got so many other things I'm trying to get done. I'm very thankful that my coworker was able to help me with this though, since he's there on site and had all the statements. All right guys, I'm hungry again. So it's almost 3 o'clock. It's been quite the day. I forgot to update you guys for the past couple hours, but I just got a really depressing phone call from my manager. My coworker that I work really close with, his daughter, who's only a year younger than me, she's had cancer for the past couple years and she just passed away this morning. So all my prayers go out to his family. He's seriously the sweetest guy. I mean, would do anything for anybody. He has a huge heart, a servant's heart for the Lord. He's a strong Christian, and it just breaks my heart. So that happened today, but I do need to get all of my investments done. So I've been focused on it. Y'all, I've not gone outside. I have not taken a walk. I've not gotten up. I did make that egg earlier today though, so that was good. It's been a focused day, which is good. It's also hopefully the end of the week if I can get my hours in today. None of this sounds good. I don't know what I'm craving, but it ain't none of this. I have a sweet potato that's trying to grow other little sweet babies. I'm gonna slice and dice her up and probably just roast some sweet potatoes. And if you're a long time subscriber to my vlogs, you know this is one of my favorite snacks. I put the oven on somewhere around 400. I literally change it every time. It's on 410 today. Parchment paper has recently changed my life. I don't like aluminum foil because it makes all the potatoes crispy, and I don't like crispy. I should probably wash this potato, but I'm not going to. I mean, I've already eaten expired yogurt and expired butter, expired eggs. We're fine. All right guys, I'm gonna use my Meissen knife. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they sent this to me for free to do a video on, so I did it a while ago, and it slices so easily. Oh my gosh, I forgot to freaking cut the skin off. Oh my gosh, Heaven, you are so ridiculous. I'm doing everything the hard way today. So after I have my bowl of little sweet potato nuggets, I then add all the goods. So I like to coat it with olive oil, but this does create quite the hazard in the oven because olive oil has a lower smoking temp. It smokes up the whole kitchen, so it's a fun time. So I use vegetable oil if I'm not in the mood for the drama of the oven, but I just love olive oil so much more. But I mix it all up with a fork, get it all coated. Am I in focus? Is this whole clip out of focus? I add some sea salt. These things are huge, so 1 salt crystal is like half of your daily value of salt. Then I have this garlic and herb grinder. And these are some big cubes. I didn't feel like chopping them up really small because it would just take twice as long. So I'll probably keep in there for like 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, when it's preheated, I'll throw it in the oven for a little bit. This will be my little lunch snack thing for the day. The fact that it's literally 3 o'clock and I'm still in pajama pants. That's like hashtag teleworking, but I always change clothes in the middle of the day just to get out of these. And I just have not gone upstairs at all today. I realized that we didn't get a confirmation back for one of our investments, so I had to ask my manager because it was kind of a large amount. If it's okay if we just go by the investment statement and not the confirmation, and he said it's fine, so got that done. I've been working on my lead schedule, which if you're a fellow auditor, you know that's the first thing you do when you start your audit work. Because I just now started this audit section last week, I've been doing everything else in the audit, then I'm just now getting my lead schedule done. So luckily I didn't have any big issues with it. Oh, as far as the fair value test work that I was working on earlier today, I forgot I was telling you guys about that. Yeah, I have no idea. I am mind boggled on what's going on with that. Maybe I'm doing something stupid. I double checked my formulas. I have no idea why that year is all out of whack. The investment note, we have to trace every amount on it. So I was doing some of that, trying to figure out what makes up each total, making sure it matches, and if there's any differences, why are there differences, make sure they're all classified for level 1, level 2, or level 3 investments. Did all that today. And really, I think I'm almost done with this section, and I just started it like at the end of last week. That's crazy. But knock on wood, because Lord knows I'll come up with some big old problem and it's gonna take me forever to finish. My goal is to be done with this section by next week when I leave. And I already finished the other big audit section that I had to do, so I had it out of the way. I'm gonna get back to work and eat some sweet potatoes here in a little bit and be like excited. Y'all, it literally blends in with the bowl. Alright guys, it is almost 5 o'clock. I spent the whole day getting the rest of the investment section done, and so now I'm back at that fair value test work that I had those variances earlier. And I just had a light bulb moment out of nowhere about why I had a variance on every single one, and it's super embarrassing. I may even edit this out because it's pretty embarrassing for my fellow accountants out there that do this stuff every day. I had taken July 1st's opening price for all the stocks, thinking it was the same as June 30th's closing costs.
And it's not.
Found that out, so in case you were wondering the same thing, false alarm. But that didn't solve my problems. So then I started choosing random dates in June until I found the right price. My client's year end is June 30th, that's why June 30th. And the 28th, I started checking them all on the 28th, and they were matching the fair value from the statements, investment statements. I was like, that's so weird. So I looked at the calendar, and June 30th is on a Sunday. So the closing price for those assets, for those investments, would be on June 28th. So, duh. It's fine. I'm learning. Next time there's a big difference, so that'll be the first thing that comes to mind. But the fact that I spent so much time with all these little variances, some of them are large. Like, they had a big increase within those, like, what, 3 days? So that's kind of interesting. But anyways, it's fine. So this is my very last test work for this whole section. So I have about 35 minutes until I get off today. So if I can finish it and sign off, that would be awesome. Now that I figured out my little embarrassing error. Hey guys, it's almost 6. I just logged off for the weekend. I got my hours in. It's so exciting. So now I have a 3-day weekend and I feel super motivated. I basically just got a whole section done, got to sign off on almost everything. That test work still isn't done. By the way, I took off my mighty patches, so we're back to zip face heaven. We've missed her. And I need to go outside because I have not seen the sunshine today, and it's 70 degrees, which is so nice. It's been like 75, 80 lately, and I cannot deal. That's way too hot for me. Yes, I'm going to Africa, I'm well aware, but I am going during Africa's winter time. It's still gonna be hot, but it's my ideal time to go. So I may go play some basketball. Okay, let's pump her up. It's still too flat. I guarantee there's gonna be people over there, so I probably won't get to shoot some hoops, but we can try. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Let's go. Good news, you guys, nobody's here. But there's a lot of people walking. I'm sitting here talking to a camera, so. So tired, I'm so out of shape. Well, that was fun, you guys. It is honestly embarrassing how out of shape I am. We could ride my scooter around. Those of you that have not been around for a while, this is my electric scooter. I bought it for work because we had to park like a mile away at one point. It's got a nail in the tire. That nail's been there for 2 years, so it's good. I'm gonna go on a little scoot. But safety first, because I ain't having no brain damage. Y'all can look cute all you want, but you ain't gonna be cute when you can't talk. For dinner, I'm just gonna heat up some spaghetti that I had the other day. I just ate that spaghetti like nobody's business. I leave for Africa in like 12 days. No, 11 days. Ah! Am I ready? I hope so. Am I packed? No, absolutely not. I kind of want some dessert. I think I just want to go for a drive. I just want to get out of this apartment. I've been here all day. Cheesecake. The Cheesecake Factory. I wonder if I can like call ahead or something. Let's look at all the flavors they've got. I always get the New York original cheesecake, and that's so lame. So let me actually look this time. Honestly, none of this is speaking to me. Lemon raspberry is sounding delicious. Okay guys, I'm gonna go against Cheesecake Factory. To be honest, I don't wanna drive all the way there, and none of them are really speaking to me. Oh my gosh, okay, new plan. There's a Kroger right beside a Walgreens, and I have to pick up photos at the Walgreens, so I'll go to the Kroger and get the cheesecake. Game plan. All right guys, I made it back from the store and I have the worst stomach cramp. Like, I'm hoping it's gas pain. I ate my favorite food in the world. How dare it sabotage me? Anyways, got my breakfast bars I ran out of at the store. Strawberries and the cheesecake. Why is it in plastic wrap? Y'all, it's frozen. I have to wait for it to thaw out. Okay, well that's good because my stomach is having some weird, I don't know what's happening. Y'all, does that not look so freaking good? All right guys, it's the next day. I totally forgot to close out this vlog. I went to bed pretty late. It was like after midnight. I started rewatching Virgin River, which is such a good show. So I was just in the zone, enjoying my little weekend night. Then I cleaned up my living room and hand washed all my dishes and then read my Bible. And I just finished reading 1 Corinthians, I think 2 nights ago. And then just a few Sundays ago, my pastor had mentioned, if you guys ever have a 3-week period where you want to read a good book, I suggest the Gospel of John, because there's 21 chapters, so 1 chapter a day. And that was literally the 3-week mark before my Africa trip. So I was like, all right, Lord, I hear ya. So I started reading the Gospel of John. So I'm reading 1 chapter of it every night. He has a really good perspective as far as the Gospels go. I mean, they all do. They have different perspectives of walking alongside Jesus, and it's really good to read. So I'm enjoying it. And yeah, guys, it's been a really good work week. I feel so great about it. I feel good going into my last week before Africa. I don't feel as stressed as I did just a week ago with how much I had left to do. So I'm in a good place. It was a really fun day yesterday. Solo little quarantine day in the life work vlogs. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this will be my last work vlog before my trip. And I only have one YouTube video planned to go up before I leave. I think you guys are gonna really enjoy it. It's gonna be different than any other video I've had, but it should be fun, so look forward to that. And also all of my prayer warriors out there, if you guys could say a prayer for my coworker and his family. Them losing their daughter yesterday is just so devastating. And cancer is just so awful. And I think we all know somebody that's battling cancer. It breaks my heart even more when it's a really young person, because they didn't even get to live life. Like, I'm getting to live life, taking full advantage of the fact that I don't have cancer right now. She was only a year younger than me, and she's been battling for 3 years. It's just, life is unfair, and we'll never understand God's plan, and we can only see one step in front of us, but the Lord can see the entire staircase, and his plan is good because he is good. So we have to remember that, and it's just really hard. So I'm praying for my coworker, and if you could as well, I know he would really greatly appreciate it. Also, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I think this vlog's gonna go up right before Mother's Day. This is your reminder, everybody. Mother's Day Sunday. Love you so much, Mom, and I hope you feel appreciated this weekend. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, friends.